I do damage, and welcome back to the channel. In this last Epoch video, I want to talk about a new skill that was added in patch 0.7.7. This is going to be Smelter's Wrath for the Forge Guard. Once you've invested 20 points into Sentinel and then unlocked your specialization for Forge Guard, you will need to invest another 30 points into Forge Guard, and then you can unlock the skill that we're going to be talking about in the video. When you first unlock Smelter's Wrath, it's going to be a frontal cone charged ability, and that's all it is. But I want to talk about the skill tree and what you can really make the skill do. First things first, and this is how I like to use the skill after a couple different experiments. So we'll talk about that, and then we'll go in and kind of talk about and show off some other options that you can do. So first of all, I like to take that frontal cone AOE and make it into just a massive Nova Aura type attack, so that it's just a massive AOE, and this is really kind of the bread and butter to the build. But yeah, this is what I really enjoy. So I make it into instead of a cone attack, it now becomes a Nova attack. It does cost more mana. And then I always pick up Crucible, because this leaves a burning patch that lasts for 6 seconds, and it's guaranteed to ignite all the enemies that are in it. So then if you have more ignite chance, you can then get those ignite stacks up and really kind of do a fun little ignite fire type build. So once I have Crucible, I like to go over here to this node, Volcanic Mastery. This is going to guarantee that the skill crits if you do a full charge of the skill, what you'll do, and then on top of that, you can reduce a little bit of the charge time here. You could probably just do 2 instead of 3 like I did here, because it's just to get up to this point. And then you're also going to get more of a crit chance on your way there as well. And then last but not least, I come down here for Bolster. And what this does is while you're channeling, you get added armor and protections, which is going to help out with survivability. So that's how I like to use Smelter's Wrath. I've tried out and tested out other nodes just for this video so I could show off what it looks like, so you can decide if you want to invest points into it or not. Maybe save you some time as well. Some of the other options here, if you don't want that full-on Nova and maybe you just want an additional cone to come out of the opposite end of your body, if you know what I mean, you can pick up Backdraft here. So you can see in the video, whenever you do it, it just comes out of both sides. So you now have a frontal cone and a reroll cone. I don't know if that's a word, but yeah, you can see what that does. I personally, like I said, I like the Nova better. Another choice you could do is you could come down here and pick up Furnace. This one I do recommend if you're trying to do a full fire build. So, and I actually really do like this one. This is probably my second choice from the Detonation and Crucible. But the thing is with Furnace, if you pick it up, you're going to want to make sure you pick up Bellows as well to buff up the damage. It's going to increase the damage by 200% on just Furnace. Not the actual Smelter's Wrath ability, but the Furnace. The fire cone that's coming out while we channel the spell. That's the Furnace ability. Without Bellows, it just doesn't really do enough damage to really be worthwhile. And then you can pick up this node down here to increase Ignite chance and get more Ignite and fire stacks on the enemy as well for that fire build. A few other options that you could do with the skill is you could come over here if you're maybe doing a throw build, one of those hammer throw, whatever type of builds that I personally don't really like, but I know a lot of people do. You can get Axe Volley and increase the damage, and then your throw damage would scale with that as well. And then there's even crit, there's an execute threshold, kill threshold node, so if they're under 12% health. There's a lot, there's quite a bit here. You could even come down here and go for the stun route if you want to try to get a little bit of CC. But I personally like to get the ignites, the crits, the novas, all that fun stuff. So that's what I've been doing with Smelter's Wrath, and I've just been having fun with it, honestly. I've not played Forge Guard for a while, so it's nice to jump back on the horse and check it out again. And then I guess one more part of the tree I didn't really talk about, but I'll just put it here at the end of the video for you, is you can get, if you want to benefit more from channeling, there's buffs you can do over here, increase damage per second of channeling, so then you wouldn't want to take the charge speed. I wouldn't think anyway. So pretty much this just makes it more of a heavier hitter but slower attacking type of skill is all this really is. And then this one deals more damage to ignited enemies per stack of ignite. So that would then also synergize up here with your Crucible for the ignites. Yeah, there's a lot of options here, and you gotta remember guys, this is just one skill in last Epoch, and I just wanted to make this short sweet little video just for you that you can see what nodes might pique your interest. Is this something you want to check out, and maybe where you can go before you just kind of spend a few hours and then respecking like I did. So hopefully this video helped you out in the long run. I hope you enjoy this video and all the other content on the channel. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and share the channel with everyone you know. I can't thank you guys enough for hanging out and your viewership alone. As always, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.